A woman was stranded on a deserted island. After going hungry for several days, she finally managed to catch a jar full of small fish. However, she had no intention of eating them. Instead, she mashed the fish into pulp and poured everything back into the ocean. Then, gripping a sharpened wooden stick, she fixed her gaze intently on the water's surface. Soon enough, a small shark caught the scent of blood and came darting toward her location at breakneck speed. The woman seized the perfect moment and thrust the stick downward in one swift motion. Seeing the shark struck cleanly, the woman, who hadn't eaten in days, was overwhelmed with excitement. But once she dragged it ashore, she abandoned any thought of enjoying a proper meal. When night fell, she hung the shark from a tree and hid herself in a pit below, as if waiting for some prey to take the bait. However, exhausted from the day's efforts, she couldn't fight off sleep and dozed off. Suddenly, a strange noise startled her. When she opened her eyes again, the shark hanging in the tree had vanished. She scanned the area, but found nothing. Just as confusion set in, she heard the sound of a helicopter overhead. She was about to stand up and call for help when she immediately clamped her hand over her mouth, terrified of making any sound. Staring at the terrifying creature standing upright on two legs before her, the woman was paralyzed with fear. Fortunately, the monster didn't seem to notice her. The next day, she discovered half of the shark on the beach, bearing horrific claw marks. Even more disturbing, she found blood trails on her way back. Drawing closer to investigate, she recoiled in shock. Her companion's body had been reduced to scattered limbs and dismembered remains. Spotting a life jacket nearby, the woman began plotting her escape. She first emptied the contents from a suitcase, then stuffed the life jacket inside and pulled the rope tight. Her plan was to use the case's buoyancy to flee the island. She tried desperately to climb on top, but the suitcase kept flipping over. After several failed attempts, she flew into a rage and wrestled with a life jacket in frustration. Seeing escape was hopeless, she grabbed a piece of torn fabric and used a stick to poke holes in it. She tied her belt and rope to a tree, fashioning a makeshift hammock suspended high above the ground, hoping this would keep her safe from the monster's attacks. Night fell quickly. An inexplicable sound jolted her awake. She frantically looked around, but saw nothing. Just as she was about to fall back asleep, the creature's cry echoed from directly beneath the hammock. Frozen in terror, she didn't dare move a muscle. Thankfully, the monster didn't linger long and slowly retreated.